This is Annette with Annette's Astrology Corner, and this is your energetic reading for the Wednesday, February 17th. And today the moon moves into Cancer, and the moon in Cancer is going to be it's going to be quincunxing Venus and Aquarius all day long. So, to me, when I see this, the one thing that jumps to me is the fact that we have this deep, tender moon, and it's quincunxing Venus. So Venus is the planet of love and pleasure, and there's a disconnection with love, or a disconnection or a detached emotional element when you have Aquarian energy in Venus. So for some of you, I want to say that some of you may not be feeling nurtured or loved, or some of you may desire a more emotional based connection with somebody, and for some of you, you may not be getting that. It may be more of a pleasure seeking connection at this point than it is, that emotional desire to be fulfilled that may not be evident today. So there is something that is very emotionally stimulating you, and it's something you deeply desire. It can be associated with a dream or a vision for the future. This encourages individual growth and freedom for some of you in a really positive vibration. So for some of you, the ability to emotionally disconnect and to concentrate on the pleasure seeking pleasure is very progressive energy. It's not something that's going to hinder you on some sort of emotional based motivation, but it's just the ability to find that pleasure source and go through it. And that's really powerful in our brain and in our brain's chemistry. Sudden changes in your life toward a future outcome really requires courage, and you're going to have it. You're going to feel on fire. You're going to feel attractive. You're going to feel emotionally detached for some of you. And so for some of you, that is all you need for a progressive energy to flourish. Perhaps you may need to change a routine and you may have grown accustomed to, but again, that's progressive mindsets as well. And a family member may try to discourage you by a remark based on a current situation. I think so this is starting to lead us into the negative mindsets. For some of us, as we start to make these huge progressive changes, and everybody's, you're witnessing all these changes, they're starting to see that there's something new, something different about you, something is standing out. And, people don't like change. And so for people who, it could be a mother, it could be some sort of nurturing entity, may feel a little bit threatened in the fact that you're making some of these changes. A negative vibration in this is that the change and progression may start to be varying your routine a little bit today, maybe starting to make you a little bit nervous or make somebody else nervous, and especially if they're insecure because you're making some progressive movements. Perhaps someone dear to you, a partner or mentor, may have doubts about a future outcome and the hope in this hope-based endeavor. So you may see the Aquarian side of it and the progressive side of it, and somebody may see all of the flaws with it and may kind of try to damper, and they may express themselves, and that can be very discouraging for you, cause you a little bit of emotional insecurity. Letting go and trusting in a new way of thinking in all this progressive energy may create anxiety, pulling away from others, unpredictable emotional reactions to discouraging remarks, or people who are outspoken about some of the changes that you're making, or maybe there's some sort of unpredictable aspect to somebody's behavior that could kind of put you off because you're definitely moving in this direction and they're being sporadic, and that can be a little bit unsettling. And you may feel like being alone, and you may feel like you're kind of hurt in this energy. So you guys, this is about it's about determination meeting tradition and conventional ways of thinking and routines and repetitive behaviors. So we've got these two energies right now, you know, really striking two very important parts in our brain, the way that we make decisions. One of them is in our emotional. Our emotions are very strong guides. And if you pay attention to your emotions, and your intuition, you obviously know which way to go. But I don't know as if you can trust that totally in this energy, because progression is challenging you to stay stuck, and progression is pulling you away from staying stuck. So you're at this tug of war in today. For some of you, it is shaking things up. There is something that's making an impact. Perhaps it was even just a statement. Somebody became too outspoken about some of the changes that you're making. It may cause you to take an emotional backseat to what you need to do. There's a lot of theories, a lot of concepts about how to go about something that could be kind of discouraging for you, and it can make you feel a little bit more emotionally vulnerable in this energy. Anytime that you stir the pot of all of this energy, and the energies are stretching your comfort zones and your boundaries, expect you to have that feeling of like, I don't know if I'm making the right decisions, because you're basing all of this on your emotional need to stay away from pain, but you're experiencing this incredible desire to move forward and go toward pleasure and go toward a new beginning and a new outcome, and something that has the possibility of progression. And I think we're caught between pleasure and pain. If you really want to know what I think it is, anytime Cancer-based energy it's based on the past a lot. And Aquarian energy is all about the future. So we've got the past and the future butting heads right now, and whichever energy you align yourself with is going to win. So just be mindful of that in today. Anyhow, guys, thank you so much for watching Annette's Astrology Corner, and I look forward to talking to you guys again tomorrow.